A boy casually tossed a basketball into a sewer drain, unaware that this simple act would obliterate an entire hidden kingdom. The ball crashed through a delicate drainage system built from straws, triggering a catastrophic flood. Strangely, the boy Arthur found the destruction thrilling. It turned out that in the unseen corners of our world, tiny people thrived in their own civilizations. Arthur, who had just unwittingly annihilated one of these kingdoms, had recently discovered his missing grandfather's journal. Inside were clues to a hidden ruby, a treasure that could save him from poverty. Determined to find it, Arthur learned that the gem was hidden within the miniature realm. But the entrance, the Moonlight Gate, would only open on the night of a full moon. That evening, Arthur rushed to the attic and retrieved an old telescope, the key to entering the tiny world. Just as he stepped outside, a group of oddly dressed strangers appeared. They were his grandfather's old friends, sent to assist him on this fateful night. Working quickly, they drew a mystical circle on the ground and positioned the telescope over a small hole. Following his grandfather's notes, Arthur adjusted the lens. Suddenly, a beam of moonlight struck the telescope, absorbing into it completely. Peering through, Arthur spotted a red-haired miniature figure, the prince of the tiny kingdom. After explaining his quest, the kind prince ordered a white-bearded wizard to bring Arthur inside. With a few arcane gestures, the wizard began shrinking Arthur until he tumbled straight into the telescope. The device whirred to life, and in an instant, Arthur was flattened into a two-dimensional form. Before he could process what had happened, the prince whisked him to the royal hall, where a grand sword-pulling ceremony was underway. The kingdom was under siege by an evil warlord, and only the legendary sword could save them. The princess, radiant and determined, strained to pull the blade from its pedestal, but it wouldn't budge. The crowd sighed in disappointment. She was not the chosen one. Arthur seized the moment to approach the king and explain his mission. But before he could finish, the warlord's minions burst in riding giant mosquitoes to sabotage the ceremony. The kingdom's soldiers fought back but were quickly overwhelmed. Only the princess held her ground. Arthur, meanwhile, found himself surrounded by armored mosquito riders. Cornered and desperate, he reached behind him and to his shock, pulled out the sacred sword himself.